Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 011, Arithmetic, Section 4.6, Problem 10. This is Section 4.6, Problem 10. It says 70 is what percent of 280? So to solve one of these problems, we want to set it up as a proportion and solve the proportion. By proportion, I mean one fraction equals another fraction. So we want the question to be in the form A is P percent of B. And that's really what we have. A is the 70, is P percent, that's the unknown, of B. B is the 280. So since it is in that form, we'll set up the equation A over B equals P over 100. And as you fill it in, I think of starting at the A and just going around the circle. A is the equals P percent, the 100 is a percent, of B. So, as I fill this in, A is the 70, will give me an equals, what is the unknown, the P, percent I put in as 100, and then B is 280. So at this point, if you notice, the 70 over the 280 can be reduced if you want. If you reduce it or don't reduce it, you will get the same answer in the end. By reducing, you make the numbers a little smaller that you have to work with. It won't matter too much. You can chop the 0 off the end of each one. Basically, I'm dividing 10 into the numerator and dividing 10 into the denominator when I cancel the 0. So you can make the problem 7 over 28 equals P over 100. And if you didn't reduce it, it'd come out to the same anyway. So now to solve that, what we will do is cross multiply and then divide. So 28 times P will be 28P equals 7 times 100, which is easy enough, that's 700. So you'll have 28P equals 700. And now to solve for P, because that's what you want to divide the 28. So P equals 700 over 28. Now, that's something you may or may not be able to do easily. So if your teacher allows you to use a calculator, just do the numerator, which is 700, divide by the denominator, which is 28 equals, and you'll get your answer right away. Now, if your teacher does not allow you to use a calculator to solve this problem, what you have to do is the numerator goes under the division symbol, 700, and then the denominator goes in front of the division symbol. 28 divides into 700. So first, 28 into 7, that won't fit. 7's not big enough. So you have to do 28 into 70. And 3 won't work. 3 is going to be too big because it's almost 30. 3 times 30 would be 90. Let's start with 2. So 2 times 28 is 56. And 70 minus 56 is 14. Bring down the next digit, which is a 0. So I have 28 divided into 140. And actually, 5 will fit perfectly. Let's use the 5. So 5 times 8 is 40. Write the 0, carry the 4. 5 times 2 is 10, plus the 4 more that we carried. 10 and 4 more is 14. So it goes in evenly. So it's 25. So what we have is P equals 25. And because it's a percent, you can write it with the percent symbol, 25%. So in terms of the original question, 70 is what percent of 280? 70 is 25% of 280.